live. MOTN's live. We're live. This is
We're
MOTN live.
live,
We're live.
live on news.
This is MOTN live where anything can happen. There are no topics. There are no reviews to be had. Only the vibes. I am the emissary of awesomeness known as Michael G. Or if you're my friend, call me Mike G. Or Mika J. I've been called Mika J in some countries. Mika J. And they just stare at me because I'm a large man.
Oh, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? When Godzilla just comes through, that's how I come through. And they go Mikachu and they run into their homes and things like that and they scour. And then a little girl comes out and hands me a flower and it touches my heart and I take it. And I'm like, this is why I
The
do what I do, you know?
And then
the
you pick her up and
camera
throw her in the
angles.
lake.
I throw her in the lake
Yeah.
because I don't understand life and death. I don't know. It's beyond me. All right, that was a good opening. Okay, I have I have questions for both of you, for my
Okay.
esteemed cast. This is an intro for people who don't know who we are. All right, I'm of course your host Mike G, and for my cast, I have questions three. The
Three.
three
Three of them.
person in the middle. What is your name?
My name is Wash. Brian Washington.
If you're nasty. Uh,
Ah, they they ain't no party like no.
MOTM party because we got
Yeah.
oil stuff. What is your quest?
My quest to travel the stars.
What is your favorite color?
Blue.
That is the correct
Royal.
answer. You get to stay on the podcast. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Ah, all
All
right.
right.
I glad.
Congratulations.
Yay,
Congratulations.
Brian
Congratulations.
passes.
Thank you.
Wash. Brian Wash. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da. All right. Person to the right. What is your name?
Tootie Odin, aka Nez J.
What is your quest?
What are you doing? What's going on?
Okay.
To uplift everyone around me so that they can uplift everyone around them.
What is the normal currency
Quit
of
doing
Bolivia?
that. 42.
Judges. On a technicality, you got it right.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
you get to stay on the
Thank
podcast. You get
you.
to stay on the podcast. So
Cool.
yeah. So this is my esteemed. This is the
Otherwise, I have
trio.
plans. So
Oh, got no time for this nerdiverse junk. I'm going out into the city, just like Stevie Wonder did that one time.
I'm not. But
In the city. Watch that. He had a question for us, so I'm really interested to see what he says.
Yes. And it's still a vibe. I mean, you can twist it wherever you want to, but this is the way I'm asking it because, time is valuable.
We got
So,
an hour. We got an hour.
if you could spend the next 3 or 4 years of your life on your passion project, and let's say it's A, you're making a film. Someone gave you $50 million, you get to spend 4 years making the film. B, you write a book. Someone's like, you know what? Why don't you write a book, make it good? Or a series of books. Or C, damn it, I kind of forgot that second C. A, film.
Hmm.
B, book.
Yep.
Ah, C, video game. The 3, 4 years of your life making a video game. Yes. So 80-hour weeks, 4 years, it comes out. If it's a movie, it's an abysmal failure. Everyone hates it. If it's a book, absolutely no one buys it. Or C, if it's a game, they like troll bomb it.
Ooh.
What would you prefer to spend your 3 or 4 years doing?
Tooch, you want to take this one? Because I can just spit this off the top of my head right now.
Okay, I'll go first for sure. I think it would be it would be one of the first two, A or B, because true story, me and Mike already wrote a film years ago. When we were kids, we were 19. It got stolen. The entire idea got taken from us. Hollywood is a bitch. But I
Taken.
would totally love to do that over again, if we could. So I think I'm going to go with B because one, I love writing, and with writing you have to read, and the two all for sure go hand in hand. And I think in that regard, or again, like the film regard, I think there's a lot of learning. Like even if it's a complete failure, you're walking away with things that are going to be different the next time you go about it. So I would go
Yes,
with I'm going to go with writing a book.
writing a book. Excellent. I
I
like
really
the
like this
answer.
question. Yeah.
I like the answer.
Okay.
Uh, M- Mick a G. Mick a G.
Mick G. That's me.
Mickey
That's
G.
me.
Mick
Mick G.
G.
That's me. Oh no. Lock your doors. Here comes Mick G. Um, my answer. Uh,
Hide your
Toots
kids.
cut. Toots cut it. Hide your kid. Better not bring your kids. Um,
Better not bring your kids.
uh, that was a too good of an answer, Toots. It's hard to follow up with that. Um, but if I had to answer, I would pick A because even if I spent 4 years to make my passion project, which Toots alluded to, I had written and ready to go, and it was beautiful and glorious, but I'm broke, and someone beat me to it. But if I was able to put that out and it was a commercial failure, there's still a high chance it could become a cult classic. And years down the line, I may have some kind of Netflix TV revival of my idea and may get my flowers at some point through that avenue. So I would get that idea because when you're creative, you have something in your head, you just got to get it out. You know what I mean? You just got to you go crazy if you don't get the idea
And,
out of your
this
head.
is one of the reasons I asked the question, not because of me, but there's a couple of recent games, recent things that haven't been critical successes. And it just got me thinking about all the people who put in the work, the hard work, right? And then you wake up and you're like, damn, I thought this was going to hit. And it does not hit. And so it just gives me an appreciation for what people are out there doing more. Me myself, I'm going to go B just because as a let's call it solopreneur, video games, I mean, you're sweating. That's a lot of work, man. Movie
For
making,
fail.
that's a lot of work. At least at home, I'm writing my book, I'm drinking my tea. You know what? I'm getting some ideas. I'm looking out the window. I, but all
And
three, you live forever in all three. You know what I mean? Irregardless, you did produce something. So you live your forever. So you are immortal in that aspect of it all. But yeah, I was just wondering, and you could flip it around and go, which would you prefer to be a success? But you know,
failure is more interesting to me because it's like,
Yeah.
you know it's gonna be a failure, but you still want to do it anyway. And it's like the thing about movies and let's say video games is that you it's just not your failure. It's hundreds of people's failure. You know what I mean? Everyone from costume designers to to anyone who is working on the film, they can hold that to their heart and say, I put my heart and soul into this and it failed. Hey, Mark, what's going on, Mark?
I actually think video or
We got a yes.
football got me thinking about that because who would want to cut those checks to the Browns every week?
Hi
It's like, are
guys.
you kidding me? Yo,
Yo, we don't know what we're doing.
Mark,
Bubbles.
Brooklyn, Jackson, Reagan. You
Hello.
know our guests get bubbles.
Bubbles.
Hi guys.
You know what that
Okay,
reminds me
I have
of?
a question for you guys, just so you know, because we're 9 minutes in, and you guys have asked some balls deep questions. So I have one.
oh, all right.
Balls. Hey,
How are you guys?
put it. Hey, Brendan, how's it going? Hey, Mike Prime. I see you out there in Radio Land.
Brennan. Oh, Brennan gets bubbles.
Brendan, give Brendan
How
bubbles.
are you guys? That's my question.
I'm not
How
okay.
was your week?
I'm not okay.
My
Is
week's
that why
great.
you're Professor X screaming? Mine too. My week was awesome. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah.
But
Hey, it can't all be sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, it can. You just have to plan for it. You know what I mean? And just
Right.
realize that your plans are probably not going to work out. That's okay, though.
Okay,
You know?
I have the
Yeah.
nerdiest reason why I'm not doing great.
All right.
If it's okay.
Wow.
So I've been playing a little game called
Yeah.
It's a little game called Starfield, and it's created by Bethesda and by Todd Howard, who I like to call Todd Coward, and Brian hates it for some reason when I call him Todd Coward. He knows why. Or sometimes he's God Howard. It really depends on the week, it's a crazy guy. Anyway, I've been playing the new DLC called Shattered Space, which is kind of like a DLC. It's really fun, new locations, wacky characters, having a great time. Until, in great Bethesda fashion, I hit a storyline breaking bug in the game that I cannot progress without fixing. I can't. I'm stuck. I said, "Well, can't play this anymore." Turn off the Xbox, put my controller away, and went outside and touched grass. Not great. And if you know
Is
anything
it
about
is it
Bethesda,
something that you can't spoil?
I can
Is it a
spoil it.
spoiler bug or
No,
something?
I'm mad. I'm
Yeah,
super mad.
because
I'll
now I'm
spoil it. Screw it.
curious.
So okay, it's so stupid. I hate it. So you're on this planet, right? And you're with the snake people, and they're slithery snakes, right? They're human, but they act snake-like. It's like think of Slytherin House, but it's a planet, right? And you have to work with these four houses to make sure they're happy. So Slytherin House can be happy, and they can not kill you. Okay, make Slytherin House happy. So I've helped out three of the four houses that I need to make happy. Run this errand for me. Find my son. Teach me how to love. Whatever they ask, you have to do it, right? So the last house, I get to one of the stages, and I'm shooting through the dungeon and being all badass, and I get to a NPC that glitches out, just looks at me, screams, and runs out the dungeon. I'm supposed to talk to this person. Like, where are you going? They go, and they run out like Jean Grey. I'm like, where are you going? And it just stops because there's no one else. That's the last person in the room. I've killed everyone. There's no one to talk to. So I'm like, what do I do now? So I go back to the city. I go back to Snake Person City, and they're just at home cooking. I'm like, where's you ran home? You just ran home? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to talk to the person. Hey, can we finish our quest, please, so I can continue with the story? They're like, hi, traveler. Hi, traveler. No, finish the story. Hi, traveler. Hi, traveler. I'm like, no, what's going on here? Clicking their name, hi, traveler. I'm gonna go back to the original person that gave me the quest line. They're locked in. I get mad. So what do I do as a nerd? I go to Reddit. And I'm like, is anyone else having this problem? There's reams and reams of people talking about, yeah, we're stuck, man. We're all stuck. We're all just waiting. We all got the glitch. It's like, oh, if you're on PC, you could just do this little PC trick and you're back in effect. Oh, I'm on Xbox. Oh, you're screwed, buddy. Sorry. You're out of effect. You're finished. So I'm sitting there fuming. This is my relief from a long day's work in the mines with the canaries and stuff. I come home and that's what I want to do. And in true Bethesda fashion, and if you ever played a Fallout game or Oblivion or Skyrim, these games are buggy as a movie called Arachnophobia that
Judy,
stars
you're a
Netflix.
game player. I
Fallout
did
is
not know this. Okay. Excellent.
Buggy as hell. So you understand my
Fallout
pain.
is buggy as hell, but it's hilarious though. Like it's kind of funny to me. Like I don't, but I yes I play, but I'm not an avid butthurt player the way Mikey is. You know what I mean? So like the bugs don't bother me. In fact, I find them fascinating because it's one, it's not hard to find a bug anymore. And two, if you find one, it's like, oh, well, this is something that a professional missed. Like, how cool is that? To me, like, I embrace the bugs. Even there's been a few where you have to like start over or it crashes. That hasn't happened in years, but I remember that being an issue. And I remember that being something to be frustrated and upset about.
Okay.
But so I don't know. Yeah, I get it. I get having to. I get that. I get where you're coming from with it.
I'll tell
But
you.
and
Let me give you an
Fallout, the
analogy.
Fallout series is one of my favorite series is ever. I fucking love Fallout.
Can I give you an analogy so you can understand my pain a little bit better?
Yes.
Okay, so you say you're getting ready for work, right? And you're cooking your breakfast, and you take one step outside and you see a cat just fly into the sky. Oh, that's cute in Bethesda and weird, but your day will continue, right? But let's say same motion, you went to make your breakfast, you take one step outside, and you just fall through the earth. And you're just falling through the earth in free fall forever. You can't go to work that day. You're off. You're off work. You can't continue.
That's the
You're in a,
story of you.
and that is the story of you. That's what will be told in books and tablets forever. Remember when Toots
Mike,
fell through the earth? That's rough. And that's
McGee.
Bethesda. McGee.
Something just a little bug just fell out and flew.
Yeah, I
Ladybug.
saw that. That was
Um,
dope.
yeah. At any rate, Mickey G.
Damn you, Bethesda.
McGee.
So 2 days ago, Wednesday night,
Mark,
Wednesday night, Twitch Starfield streaming night. I have a guest in my stream, and I'm playing Starfield. I am not playing your level. I'm just playing normal Starfield. I'm like, let's do a mission. Mission takes 45 minutes. Get to the inn. Last person in there is some lady, whatever. Go to click, nothing happens. The absolutely broken mission. So
Yeah, that's correct.
I look at my single guest that's spent the time chatting with me and hanging out, and I look at them and I go, well, that was a complete and absolute bummer. So thank you, Bethesda, and
Vaya
hope
con
you have a
Dios.
nice day.
You do it.
So yes,
You're finished.
I kind of get it, but yes, it wasn't game. It was game breaking because it is a major mission. But yeah, whatever. Anyway,
Yeah,
moving
let's
on.
go. I wonder what I wonder what's in my kitchen. I haven't looked in there in a while. I wonder if there's anything different. Let me go to my kitchen and just see. Since I have time now, my free time that I was going to spend enjoying the game I love has been
No,
robbed from me due to incompetence.
I
Yeah,
would count it
I
a
rather
fun problem to have.
I would rather have fallen before work versus having to work an entire shift. Though, Mark, I feel you. Just wanted to acknowledge that got like uh comment because sometimes
You don't even get
every
paid.
morning
You're
you
still
know
not going to get paid for it.
I mean, you're like Zangief from Street Fighter. You get paid. Zangief was working for Bison and didn't get paid. He was just down for the cause. What a big idiot, Doug. I love it. It's one of the little fun
no, he was
things.
there for Mother Russia. What are you talking about?
No,
Like that's why he was there.
he was
Like
there for Bisonica, Doug. He was there to
you're there
serve
because we
Bison, Doug.
told you have to go. Oh, okay. Or I fall out of a window. I see how this works. I get it.
Yeah, you just
I've
gotta
heard.
go, man. Yeah, just
Like
jump through.
like stop
Why
it.
not, bruh? Would you work? Okay, pick.
Zongi from old country.
I am protector of Russian skies. If you
Zongi
can work,
protect.
he protects. He wears red boots and does
No
spins. He
clothes.
never. No,
He wears
I am
no clothes.
strong like
He's
bear,
naked.
and I spin all
Look
day.
at my underwear.
Look at my fingers.
Look at my fingers. He'll
Look
steal
at
your
my
poop.
and show you his fingers. If you have to work
We
for
gotta send
one,
Brian that video. Oh my
yeah,
god.
we got no. I don't think he wants to be cursed with that. That's a curse. You know what I mean? I like Brian. I don't want him cursing my name at night thinking
You
about
do
that.
want some pretty
That
weird stuff, man.
you
So
guys won't watch
Yeah.
Rubber Johnny with me, so I'm mad at you both.
Nope.
You guys won't watch Rubber Johnny with me.
maybe
Aphex
someone in
Twin.
chat will,
Or
man.
Redhead Rex. No thanks.
I still need to do Rawhead Rex on this channel, bro. One of you will do it. You will eat.
Mm-mm. I'm good.
You ever heard of a solo cast?
I can't do it. I've tried. The solo cast are the worst. No one shows up. I'm just sitting here looking at myself and slashing my toys together like a child, dog. That's all I do for an hour. No one enjoys, dog. Mike G can't handle it on his own. Oh gosh. I need the Nerdiverse as much as the Nerdiverse needs me. I need you guys.
The Nerdiverse needs you. There is that. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's in so facto, I also need the Nerdiverse, because I've tried doing solo shows. It's just not. I've done 2 solo shows in my entire life. The very first episode of Masters of the Nerdiverse, and that show that I refused to name because I was losing my mind. That show, I didn't know what to talk about. I was like, guys, don't you like race cars? And someone just left the chat. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no.
They just said, I disagree. I'm out of here. You
I
just
hate
offended
race
somebody.
cars.
Canceled.
My country is a race car. Man. Yeah, that was a rough
And
night.
it's back to Zangief.
It is always back to Zangief. Dog. He's my hero. If you had to work for one supervillain, who would you work for?
Magneto.
Yeah. He wouldn't kill you, right? Like you can mess up a few times, and Magneto will be like, all right, just get it together. You know?
Well, I feel like if you work for Magneto, you kind of have to be kind of smart yourself. He's not going to hire dumb nuts because that's no fun.
Working for Magneto is like working for Google, dog.
Like,
you
he needs
you
a
gotta know how to
challenge.
get in there. Yeah. It's like working for Google, you know, you get all the
Yeah.
perks, you know.
Magneto or Joker, because like if you know Joker, there's probably never a dull moment, and you're constantly having to fix something that he
No,
broke.
Joker's gonna kill you. Joker's gonna kill you.
Absolutely not working for the
I would
Joker.
never work
like,
for the
that's
Joker,
number
dog.
one.
No.
Like, hey, I'm hiring. Nope.
That sounds kind of fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember Batman 1989 with Bob?
Yeah.
Bob did everything the Joker asked him to do throughout the whole damn movie. And he's like,
Bob.
those are my balloons. Bob, gun. He just shoots Bob for no reason. Bob
no,
is the best henchman of the Nerdiverse, and I stand on that. Bob made no mistakes. He's up there with like the 2 henchmen for the Monarch, you know, in Venture Brothers. He's a goated
I would have gone with
henchman.
Boba Fett, but I get it.
Boba Fett doesn't have a true
Okay,
master.
okay. Here's a question. Do you
Okay.
guys? Okay, is Frisky Dingo or okay? What is the main character's name of Frisky Dingo? Is he a villain?
I think he's a homunculus or something, ain't he? Because that's the naked
But he-
monster dude. He's super buff.
Yes, and but he's from a comic book, is he not?
Nah.
Am
he's
I
just a
wrong on
weirdo.
that?
I think he's just a weirdo. It's hard to follow that show. He had a little son that wore like 16th century.
Simon, his son
he-
Simon.
Yeah, his son was like real
Simon.
simple.
Oh my God. And
Simple
yeah, he
Simon.
like I said, his dad like understands him completely what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's like, no, Simon, not today. Like he understands.
No,
him.
Simon.
Like,
not
oh my God.
today.
Yeah.
Simon.
Oh my
like
God. I don't know.
he looked-
I thought he was a comic book villain. That's why I'm
I think he may have been a villain because he was up to super villainy all the time, wasn't he?
Well, also he came about when Space Ghost Coast to Coast came around. Like they kind of bumped each other.
Yeah.
So I assumed that they were kind of from the same type of era. Is why I asked.
Frisky Dingo was around the Venture Brother, like 12-ounce mouse, Adult Swim kind of movement. You know, when hip hop was at its purest. You know what I mean?
When hip hop was at its purest. Oh my gosh.
When hip hop was at its purest, you know,
Yeah,
when you can just shout out to he who shall not
12-ounce
be named.
mouse. Brian, have you ever seen that show? It came on
Have you seen
when
it,
we
Brian?
were in college, like 19, 20, 21, 12-ounce mouse. Oh my gosh, it's so
No.
twisted and so much fun.
Yeah,
It's
there's an
basically
eye.
a hand-drawn cartoon by 6-year-olds.
It's not even drawn.
It's so
It's
good.
just pictures moved around on the front of on a cell. It's so
Like,
bootleg. I love it.
like Batman, Superman back in the
No,
day.
it's like
early
it's like
2000.
Aqua Teen, Hunger Force, almost
Okay.
like South Parkish levels of low effort animation. You know, because Skillet,
much lower production than South Park.
Low
like-
effort, he says.
yeah,
Yo, you're
Shout
just
out
using shapes.
yeah, pretty much it's just geometric shapes, bro.
Like
Skillet-
that's
And
just a
Skillet-
triangle.
Skillet was a Xerox copy of like just a Xerox
Of a
copy of something, and then everything else was like hand drawn.
Skillet was a Xerox copy
A
of
chinchilla. A
And it- and it
chinchilla,
made-
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'm gonna get a tattoo of Skillet one of these days, bro. Like what? Maybe like when I have a midlife crisis, I'm just gonna get Skillet, dog. You know.
It's funny because 12 Ounce Mouse was actually a cartoon about government conspiracies, but it's seen through the eye of a mouse and all these other random characters that come about his life, like a giant eyeball, a triangle just for the hell of it,
His
just
bar,
weird characters. But it's so
Yeah,
funny.
no.
his
It was so
boss is a
funny.
shark,
It was ahead
bro.
of its time, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah,
his
hell
boss is
yeah.
a shark, a real life shark. Like, and
Just a
then like he
shark, just a
doesn't
real
like
shark,
he's just in the air,
and he's just really
like
smooth.
no
He's just like
water. He has a desk.
he has a desk with a little suit. He's a crazy little
Yeah.
shark with a
Do you,
crazy little suit.
do you remember the mouse's interview? What's it like to be a shark? And
Like
it's like,
to be a
wait, you're
shark.
being interviewed. Why are you interviewing the shark? Yeah.
I would
What's
have
it like to be a shark?
if you walked into an interview and the person was an actual wet shark in a suit. Would you ask questions, or would you just wait to be asked
Actually, that's
questions?
true. No, yeah,
You
you're
know,
right. No, I'd ask. I would
I'd
ask.
ask
Yeah,
some
that's
questions. I'd be like, "What's this
Oh
position
man,
for again? What am I?"
whatever you're into.
You know, Brian is.
yeah.
Do I got the job? Yeah. All right.
He goes to shake your hand with a fin,
If I
dog.
got
He's
the
like,
job, I won't tell
I don't care
HR that
who
you're
it
a
is.
shark.
It's like
I don't care who it is.
my desk over there. All right.
Yeah, it could be Jabba the damn Hut.
Do I need a mask and goggles when I come in, or
Yeah, I
is
got my
that with
shots, man. Do you guys
you
need that
know?
information?
Oh,
And he's like, Uta Waka Chewbacca. And you're like, okay,
And then the
okay,
shark's
Jabba.
like, by the way, wet Wednesdays. And
What?
that's
What
all
is
he
Wet
says.
Wednesdays, dog? That's like a job for like that. That sounds like a position for like bad boy entertainment, if you ask me.
Ew.
man.
Hey, we haven't talked about the Diddy thing, guys. Have
Yeah,
we? Have
No,
we?
we
I
don't.
don't remember.
We don't
no,
need to. We don't.
we
Oh,
don't.
okay. All right.
We don't. No.
I'm okay. All
I don't.
right. I'm fine.
I know. I don't want to take that. Take that is the problem. You know. I
No.
don't. I don't want to take that.
Here's my opinion on it, and I'll shut up. OJ did
Fine.
Oh,
it.
That's a bold statement from Toots Odin. You heard it here first. This is not
All right.
the. This
I
is not
had
the.
not heard that angle yet, but I'm, I'm sure it'll be in my X feed by the end of the evening.
Judy Odin does
Oh,
not
did you
represent the
see?
thoughts, ideals, and standards of Masters of the Nerdiverse Incorporated. Um, she is a private contractor among the Nerdiverse. It does not represent our goals,
That's true.
ideals.
I am independent.
She's the wild card, man.
I do not represent MOTN.
But you are.
Well, I
MOTN,
told you.
bro.
I disclaimed it already. I already disclaimed it. I am not a nerd on nerd level, so I don't think I'm a master of the nerdiverse. I am an apprentice.
You have a tattoo of Finn, and you have a tattoo of BMO. You're a nerd.
Where is it? I do have a tattoo, and I have Bart. I got Bart recently on my arm. Oh, I don't know where the camera is. There it is. Yeah, so I guess, but that's just me. That's not nerdy. That's grow up, lady. That's what that is.
About nerd is grow up, lady. Nerd is grow up, man.
Oh, okay. Dang. At least I don't have cats.
Hey,
He has cats.
Yo, what
Wash
the
has cats.
why are you throwing daggers my way?
Whoa,
Hey.
whoa.
What the F?
Hey,
Wash
I had cats,
Strays.
but
She's looking at the corner right
Oh,
now.
no.
She's just staring at Lex's face in between like the wall and the cabinet. She's like, "What's here?"
Brian is literally catching strays, dog.
she's over there like, what you mean, no cats? I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, fine.
I'm
No, I'm cool with cats. I
feline.
really am, but
One
all I'm
cat,
saying is at least I don't have cats.
not
like,
7 cats.
I can't have cartoon tattoos and a cat.
Yeah.
What is that?
What
It's
was
a
that?
mouse.
I thought that was sperm, dog. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Oh.
Like a cartoonishly large sperm.
It's a
dog.
mouse.
I
What the,
I thought it was a Miami party.
what the
Yeah.
hell's wrong?
Yeah. Talk about a
Sorry.
Diddy party, dog.
Lines
For the dreams of passion.
on my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Hanging
Brian's
out.
Brian's like,
That's what I thought.
Brian's about to take his shirt off. Like, Where the dreams of passion. Okay, enough of that. We can't party that hard.
An MOTN
MOTN
party.
party, Man, I'm losing
No,
my
we're
mind.
too old.
Nah, man, you're never too old. You know,
No?
you can do anything if you're mad enough. You know what I mean? If you're upset enough, you can do anything.
Well,
We
People
talked
yeah,
have
that's
about
flown in
true,
real
I
life
guess.
because they were just fueled by rage. You know,
Mike, we talked about this. You and your anger, you need to calm down. Like you need to come over to the Jedi way and just breathe. It'll be fine, man. Breathe.
I I will
You're
bring
like,
peace,
if
serenity.
you're angry enough, anything's possible. Like, oh shit, all right.
I will
You
bring peace and
you
serenity to
remember
my new
Superman,
empire.
right? This is how we
I don't
started
know.
this whole thing. All
I don't
right.
know about you guys, but there's gonna be peace and serenity in my new empire. Just letting you guys know.
Yeah.
You know, there's gonna be punch and pie and red lightsabers. It's gonna be great. Favorite lightsaber color? Let's go. Wash.
We've done this too, but I'm down to do it again.
Oh, we done it again. Okay, then no repeats on the Nerdiverse. Someone
Yeah.
ask a
No,
question.
why not? It's live.
I don't
But
think
my answer is
like that.
purple. Go back and watch the episode as to why.
Oh,
Oh, you know what I do want to tell
yellow.
you guys is your lament configuration episode was amazing. That was really good. Um, I kind of hope I kind of hope you guys do Silent Hill next.
Purple. Purple.
Purple. Oh, I thought I said purpla. I'm looking at it on the TV right now, and I thought I put purpla. Yay, I spelled it right. Go me.
You know, we are a
Yeah.
conglomerate of the Nerdiverse, and the lores are just part of it. The
Part of it.
Mark,
the lore.
TikTok is my evidence that you're never too old. Like you were not
Mar-
wrong, my
you're
friend.
not wrong,
You were
my
not wrong.
friend.
There are
The whole
things on
point
TikTok that is just like I wish I. Why?
didn't see, but that's
Why?
okay. We're all having a good time. Why not, dude? We're one asteroid away from all this being a dream, dog. So why not have a good time? we're, we're we're 1-0 and one away from all this being a story told by octopus in the year 8000, dog. So
It can't rain all the time.
no one's ever really gone. You know.
Oh my god.
These are wise words.
Okay, here's one. Guys, okay, so Halloween, right? This season is like the one season us as adults can be cringe without apology.
Yep.
But it's like severely cringe. Like, you know what I don't like? I don't like, say you're dressed like, there's this skit, this Key and Peele skit where he's dressed as Michael Jackson, but he's really into it, where he doesn't break character. And I know we have met people like that in real life.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is so annoying to me. But also, like, should I have a problem with it? Because when else are you gonna do it?
And as long as
you know what I mean? Like,
as long as it's not bothering you physically or mentally, like it's not disturbing you.
it should be fun, right?
It should be
I
fun.
mean, you're in LA. Like you walk around people every day that are literally like, I'm Captain America, and they believe that.
They believe the shit out of
Okay?
it.
They're like, hey,
That's true.
I am
shit,
Steve
all right,
Rogers.
my
bro.
bad.
My
Like,
bad. You know.
I was just buying a Snickers. That's it today. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So, like, I'm just gonna keep walking.
You'll legit have a Coming to America moment. You're at Denny's, and the damn waiter is like, "I was Joan of Arc in my former life," and you're like, "Okay,
Like,
you got it."
screaming at the
That's true.
Lord. La la la. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Okay.
You feel that? Okay, well, that's
I
cool.
believe
As
you.
long as I am not involved, you get to do whatever you want.
As long as I'm not
Now,
in mortal danger,
you know,
I'm
if you're
I'm
coming up to
cool.
me like I'm Michael, yo, let's talk. Probably not.
I would be
Probably
more
not.
open to talk to Captain America than some dude named Jake who just walks up on me like, "Hey man, it's a crazy world we're living in, huh?" I'm like, don't bother
How about
me, dog.
someone dressed as Jake from State Farm?
Man,
Right, something like that.
If I came walking up to you as Jake in State Farm and I was like, hey, have you gotten a quote on your car insurance lately?
I would look around like I'm about to be black bagged. You know what I'm saying? Like someone's about to just throw me in the back of a van or some shit. Because that's just too crazy for my day to day. I would like, yep, it's time. I'm about to go. I'm about to send to a black site, and they're gonna drain me of my nutrients or something. They want to know what I know. But Yeah, 2D makes a good point. It's like at our age, we're getting to the age where we're right there between we still care about how we look and kind of feel and how we project to being like elderly, where you just don't give a shit anymore and you just do whatever you want. Like older people. We're in the middle, right? For our age demographic. We got like 10, 20 more years before we just go full effort. And I'm just gonna be what I am. And you have to deal with it until I die. So it's like, yeah, Halloween is the perfect time to cringe out. If you want to be Ray Gun from the Olympics and just do horrible dances in the middle of the street, just don't hurt anybody. People won't care, dog. I
Yeah,
want to be
always
Ray Gun
Okay,
for
that being
Halloween.
said, are you guys going to dress up? And if you are, what are you going to be for Halloween?
Ooh, go Brian.
If I were to ever dress up, I would be a Jedi. But I, in fact, do have a mask for just in case the Friday before we stream. That will be a special Friday night mask.
I want to be, if I'm gonna dress up this
Oh, I would
year,
love that. That'd be awesome.
if you dress up, I'll dress up. And I kind of think Batman.
I don't
Man,
know if
I don't
dressing
have
up.
I don't know. I don't have enough money to be Batman. Those Batman full suits are expensive, dog.
Look, I'm the dude, Tootie. In answer to your question, I'm the dude to where if I was like Bill Gates or friggin', whomever, I'd literally probably be like Batman. I'd be like, what do I got? Like a couple of billion?
This
No,
is
I'm
this is kind of topical. Remember when Diddy dressed up like the Joker and was terrorizing people in the streets, and none of us noticed how
Yeah.
weird that was. He didn't break character. He almost got arrested.
You're
Tyler,
right.
Tyler,
Ew.
Tyler, the creator, told him to get away from
That
ew
him.
happened.
is correct.
This is what happens when you
That
have money
really
and no.
happened.
Wild.
You're right.
This is what
Damn.
happens when you have money and no one to tell you no, dog.
Damn.
I'm gonna run the streets with a fake gun and dress like the Joker and bother everyone that I see. Stars and all.
Everybody's saying Batman. Brandon said Batman too. So I don't. I mean, is it just
I'm
easy? Because
Batman.
I'm Freddy Krueger
I'm
every year.
Batman.
It's very easy. I have the sweater, and I
Freddy
wear my
Krueger.
black tights, and I wear a hat. So
What's
done.
the
You know what I
name
mean? Yeah.
of what's the name of Ron Howard's little brother that was in that Star Trek episode?
Clint.
Clint Howard.
Clint Howard.
This year, I want to be
Mhm.
Clint Howard from the movie Ticks, where his head is exploding because he has ticks in his face, and he goes, "I'm infested," and his head explodes all over that actress. Doug. That's what I want to be for Halloween.
No.
That specifically. So I have to figure out some kind of makeup or
That makes
something.
sense for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Samurai Batman. That's an interesting one.
Remember when we reviewed Samurai Batman, Brian?
Oh shit, I
Oh,
forgot about
batshit
Oh,
that.
insane
you
That
that
guys.
was
movie
a
Yeah.
was.
while back. That was
Ooh, that's a
while ago.
Mark. That's a deep cut. We actually go back and listen to our MOTN reviews. Samurai Batman. Me and Wash were just like losing our minds over that movie. It's so.
Yeah, dude, I
Isn't that the
forgot
one
all
where
what
the 8 trillion monkeys
that
made like a
was
Megazord
crazy.
or something
Yes.
crazy?
Like
The eight,
it was
the
great.
8 trillion
The ending
monkeys.
of
Dog.
that, I remember there was like first like your first, your second, and then the third act, all hell broke loose. And it's
I,
like, did I take acid and no one told me? What
yeah,
is going on in
it was like
this
the end of
show?
Akira, dog. It was
Yeah,
like it just started going super
I
deep
forgot all about that.
philosophical. It stopped being about Batman at the last 15 minutes of the movie. Dog. They don't know what
Yeah.
they were tripping. Dog. I loved it. Me and Brian were just like, what is happening?
No one's ever
Uh
Batman Ninja.
yeah,
No.
Batman Ninja. Yeah,
Batman Ninja?
Batman Ninja.
Is that the name of
Yep.
it? Yeah, there you
hmm
go. Batman Ninja. Yeah, no one's ever thought about it again. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has an 82, but
Okay.
IMDb gave it a 5.6 out of 10.
There's a new rule
Which,
on the channel, and this goes to the chat.
oh,
This goes to the fellow masters of the Nerdiverse. I'm gonna wait for 2D to get back because this is to her as well. There's a new rule, and I'm not one.
Rhino.
I'm not one to impart rules, Doug. But there has to be one solid rule that I'm gonna wait for 2D to get back to. We'll circle back around to the rule.
I mean, I thought
Rules,
there
Doug.
were no rules on MOTN
Only
Love, but
vibes,
here we
but the
are.
rule. But the rules are there to protect the vibes,
You
Doug.
I'm
see,
here. I'm ready to get
he
yelled at. What do you
he's
need?
trying to implement order and control on
Control
something that's not
of
supposed
my
to
new
have order and
empire. Of
control.
my new empire.
It's happening.
I don't like this stuff. No more bringing up past M Mike G transgressions on the podcast from
That's
from
just a
Mike
rule
G.
for me. No one else is doing it.
No, Mike G.
Oh
Mike
my God.
Prime
Hi, Dad.
is bringing up things that no one should know. I will own it. Yes, I used to dress up as Lionel because Lionel rules and is the Lord of the
Shout out to Mike
Thundercat.
G. Sam.
Yeah,
But I was
hey man,
also a child and required this.
I
So the rule
I
is
was
no more
just
bringing up Mike isms. The Earth does not need to know. Bubbles.
If it makes you feel better, I was a fat astronaut for like 1 year when I was a kid, and my sisters will not live it down because I look like a sausage in a white suit because I was a chubby kid. And yeah, my sister's like, remember when you were a fat astronaut? So if that helps,
A fastronaut.
I was a fat astronaut, a fat astronaut.
A fastronaut. We've all been there, man. I was a zombie garbage man 1 year. That was rough.
Nice.
I was a zombie, but I was still working for the city. You saw I was getting a good paycheck, kind of. I was
I like how your
municipal.
dad takes over Brennan's account and he's like, "Hi, it's me."
Yeah, what is this cyber attack? You know what I'm saying? Are we ever going to get Thundercats made? In what capacity? Because we've had remakes, we've never had a Thundercats movie. Like, there's been the
not live
Transformers
action.
movie, there's been the GI Joe movie. I don't think we ever got a Thundercats movie.
We got He-Man, we got She-Ra.
Masters of the Universe, She-Ra, dog. Who owns the rights to
How would you guys want to
Thundercats?
see it though? Would you want to see a live action or would you want to see another animated version?
I
I
want a new
will take
animated
everything in
version. I'll
animated
take,
these days.
but you know what? I want to see anime. I want to see real live action because I just want to see like if they could pull off cats. Like the
Did you see Cats?
They didn't pull
yes,
off cats and cats.
You see what
that's what
I
I want to
mean?
see. How do you make that?
Like,
How do you look like a cat man and be like, that guy means business, dog? Like, how do you take
in
that
fact,
seriously?
those cats might have made decent Thundercats with some muscle suits on them. Like
Yeah,
some of them
man.
had that
Was
weird,
it
like,
Idris Alba in that movie,
They,
dog?
they had abs.
Like they have six
They're
pack
cat abs.
cabs. abs. Taylor Swift is Chitara, dog.
uh,
You know.
you know,
If they were going to make a Thundercats movie, now would be the time to do it. But only because like everybody, it seems like in this time period between the last like 8 or 9 months, a lot of the movies have been catering to the 40 and over crowd. So
Why
that'd
not?
be the only way that you would strike when the iron's hot. Otherwise, it's probably going to be a movement to try to invest in something like
We're in
Thundercats.
between the
And
next big
also,
thing. You know.
yeah, there you go.
We're in
and
between the
and
next.
we get the disregard. It's so funny. The '80s kids in our age bracket, we get the disregard. So they're fan servicing us for now because we're the ones
Until
making the money and we're the ones actually going to the theater because we crave nostalgia.
yeah, because
So this
superhero
is what they're doing at the moment. It's not going to last very long, though.
I
no,
mean, you
because
all have seen more movies than I have this year, far and away. What is the best movie of the year? What's your top one or two? What do you got?
maybe Deadpool and Wolverine, man.
I'm gonna have to go with that
That
one
was
too.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
been
All
slim
right.
pickings,
because
dog.
and it has been slim pickings, and I have gone to the artsy fartsy pretentious genre. They're too far out. They're too far out where there's no connection. Like it's like, oh well, you don't get it because you're this and that. It's like, dude, no, there has to be an audience for what you're trying for your message. There has to be an audience for your message, not the two nerds that are gonna get it because they're your homies. You know what I mean? Like there's been a lot of that, but Deadpool and Wolverine was dead set on making sure that it grabbed everybody that it could. And I think that was a brilliant move as far as renewing this idea that the movie theater was still a place to go to. Because it was one of the first movies that I've been to in a long time where people actually emoted together. You know what I mean? Like we were
Yeah,
right there, and like as soon as we saw Blade, like yeah, as soon as we saw like certain characters, like everybody collectively like responded. And that is the purity of the movie industry. None of this other bullshit with this conspiracies and blah blah blah. Like all that aside, like Hollywood in its pure form, the way we understand it as fans, that is the one movie that brought us back to that root in one way or another. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I
So
can.
I think he's right in that that's probably the best movie of the year for that reason. Not necessarily because production and cast and blah blah blah, which was good, excellent actually, but really more for the idea that like this brings back the nostalgia of what we remember movies to actually be.
It
Edgy
moved
and
you,
fun and slightly controversial. And not
moved you.
even that. It's not like Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump moved us in a different way. Forrest Gump was inspiring. Radio was inspiring in a different way.
Radio.
Remember the Titans, inspiring and amazing movie in a different way. Deadpool and Wolverine was not an inspiring movie by any means, unless you're a
Yeah.
filmmaker or an attributing filmmaker. You know what I mean?
Um,
Like that's the only reason. As a fan of movies and as a fan of comic books and as a fan of the X-Men and as a fan of the 90s, it hit a lot of marks. So that's what makes it, I think, a great movie.
did you guys read what the original script was for Gladiator 2?
No, but I have to say, I am looking forward to it.
A little
Apparently,
bit.
Marcus Tr- Marcus Meridius Decimus was supposed to become a time traveler and fight Jesus. That was the original script for Gladiator 2, and he was going to win because
I don't think that was
I'm
it.
not making this up, dog. It's out
Are
there.
you
You can
sure?
find.
Mm,
I'm. Would I
I don't believe
lie?
you.
Would I lie?
Are you watching
Yes.
TikTok again tonight, man?
No, I will put this in the show notes, fuckers.
You-
I will put this in the show notes.
You-
Marcus
you-
Marcus Decimus Meridius is supposed to become a time traveler and go back in time and fight the Lord.
hey, man. I
I
mean,
promise, man.
Fight the Lord. Wow.
Yeah,
you,
and win,
you,
and win.
you on that lost Reddit thread, huh?
No, man, this was
Yeah.
facts.
All right.
FACK.
All right.
S.
Well, I'm
Fact.
sorry, but the nation collectively rebuked that in the name of Jesus. So at least they didn't go that route.
I mean, things land on the cutting room floor. Not all ideas, not all ideas are good ideas. Mark, are you talking about the Land of the Lost with Will Ferrell?
Yes.
I unironically love that movie for some reason. Machaca, and the Slee Stacks, bruh, and they walk around. Yes, Lord. He said, "Yes, Lord."
I've never seen it. I've never seen the
Yeah,
one with Will Ferrell.
yeah, that one's dope. I like Slee. I have a fondness for Slee Stacks, because I understand their plight. They're like little lizard. Once back to lizard dudes, you know, that just want to live their lives, and they're just big bug eyes, and they look kind of anthropomorphic, bruh. You know, so I'm all for that. I'm a
Have you
thousand
guys seen the
percent.
Lord of the Rings cartoon from the 70s?
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that thing is active.
Dude, it's amazing. I watched it when I was a kid a long time ago, and I remember it being boring and slash creepy because of the live action orcs. I didn't like that. But I watched it very recently as an adult, like last Friday or something, because it came up on my YouTube or one of these Tubi or something for free. I was like, oh shoot, that's sick. And I watched it, and I was gonna watch The Hobbit afterward, but one, that one's really long. Oh my god. And
Mhm.
two, I didn't remember how actually very accurate it was to the movies that came out, and how even more accurate it was to the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing is excellent. It's one of
Very
those.
impressive cartoon, man.
One of
Very
the
impressive. I was so blown
okay.
away. I would love to do a review on that, by the way. Like that cartoon
Did,
is the shit.
did any of you accidentally watch heavy metal at a very young age?
There was no accidentally about watching heavy metal. It was all like, what is this? Hell yeah! Like,
How
give
did you
me.
like? I legit got it off the shelf. With my parents. It was like heavy metal cartoon. There's
I
nothing wrong
got
with that.
to.
Wait, what's that?
Heavy metal is
Ah, heavy
exactly what it's.
metal.
It's like 70s, like heavy metal, like
It's the
mixed
same
with
animation style of like that
anim.
Lord of the Rings
No
cartoon.
shit.
But like,
It's so cool. It's psychedelic, acid
pop in a
trip.
couple of three things and then off you go on the heavy metal. It's a great
Yeah,
fucking
it's
thing, man. And I got to heavy metal late. I got to heavy metal in general later in life at like the age of 16. So when someone said something, I was like, what the F is this? And
what?
no,
Yeah.
no,
I saw it mad young, bro. And I was just like,
that's one of those things like
wow.
Dark Side of the Moon and Wizard of
Yeah.
Oz
Oh,
that
that's
you just
awesome.
got to be like, yeah.
Dude, I'm sure you can find it somewhere. Please watch heavy metal. The Lochnar, he had to defeat the Lochnar. I'm just gonna give you a heads up. If I'm hoping this stays in my brain, but next MOTN Live, the title's gonna be Narfo the Garthak. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? When you Narfo the Garthak?
Coneheads.
Yeah, there you go. You got a Narfo the Garthak.
Yeah. Not for
Yeah,
the Garthak.
Narfo the
Yeah,
Garthak.
absolutely.
Narfo the Garthak. Yeah. I'm always me and my
Yay,
cousin
that's awesome.
John, we used to always want to Narfo the Garthak when we were
Hmm.
younger, but John is one of the nerdiverses. I would say um, he's kind of like our missionary. He's just out there. John, if this finds you somewhere, just know I love you, bro, and you're doing the nerdiverses work out there. That was my road dog for a lot of this weird stuff that I used to watch because my cousins we would all spend the night and watch the weirdest movies with no lights on. You know what I mean? As kids, and that's how you saw Child's Play and Heavy Metal, Rawhead Rex. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Evil Dead 2,
Vamp.
Vamp, bro,
My
Chud,
aunt. I must have been like, I
Ooh.
don't know, 9, 10. I was at my aunt's house, one of the
Vamp,
rare
bro.
times,
Jesus.
and she like sat me down in front of Vamp, literally gave me a blanket, turned off the lights, and was like, "Bye." And she like went in the other room, and I watched Vamp, and I was like, "Well, this is
Okay,
this is
I'm gonna say
something."
a movie title, and I don't think any of you've seen it, but if you've seen it, I would be freaking surprised. You ready?
Yeah,
Have you ever seen a movie called Society? It's
doesn't
called Society.
doesn't ring a
It's
bell.
about the rich literally eating the poor. A young man is adopted to a rich family, and he finds out that there's more to his family than appears. And there's a scene with literally someone who is a butt head. I mean that as literal as humanly possible.
Is it a movie or is it a TV show?
It's a
It's a movie.
movie. It's
I've
called
heard of this
Because
Society.
movie.
I
That
think I remember a sitcom with somebody with a. Oh, I'm thinking of Mad TV, right? No, In Living
Yeah.
Color. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the Buttheads. I'm thinking of In Living
If you
Color.
want to just grab some beers and have a laugh, watch Society, and you're just gonna crack you the hell. And it's a good commentary on kind of where we are in the world right now, especially with all these weird Diddy parties and shit. It's like there's literally a Diddy party at the end of the movie. And it
I love
with
how
with
Brian dances to just the
Brian
words.
so with it.
Diddy party.
I'm
Get it,
sure
Brian.
get it, Brian. There's no party like an
Uh,
MOTN party, right, bro?
Ain't no party like an MOTN party. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
we got them drinks, bro.
He said it was. He said it was a toy mouse. I'm starting to believe it wasn't a toy
I'm
mouse.
telling you,
It
it's
was
a
most
giant
certainly a
sperm.
toy mouse.
It's a giant, it's a giant sperm, dog. What are you doing? I don't know where you buy that. Dog. You get that from
Uh,
Spencer's. You got that shit.
Brian got the
You get that
Got a
from
bag,
toy fish
son.
right here. You
right.
see?
That's it. What is that? A fish? I want some.
Yeah.
I want some fillet of soul.
I had fish this evening.
What kind of fish you had, Brian? Tell us all about it.
Oh, yay.
Some tilapia. Little
Is that
butter,
a
lemon,
is
garlic.
that the fake fish,
I
or is
mean,
that
it's
mahi
fish.
mahi? Is that the fish that we made? Okay, let's talk about
No,
things humans make.
tilapia is supposed to be the manufactured fish.
Okay, that's what he's talking about. Farm fish. All right, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, folks, we're going to be
yeah.
doing an MOTN food. We'll be covering some of these
Yeah,
topics
MOTN
because it's
eats.
important.
Uh,
Yes,
I blew my cousin's
farm
mind the
fish.
other
Yes.
day. I was like, "Hey, cousin, God didn't create dogs, we did." He's like, "What? God didn't create dogs, we did." He's like, "What you mean?" Like,
You
no,
messed
there were no
somebody up,
dogs on the
man.
ark, dog. Yeah, there were
You,
no dogs on the ark. We made dogs.
you tell someone that at the wrong age, you're going to send them down like a rabbit hole. They're never going to be the
I
same.
love it.
They're going to be like, "What?
Yeah,
What?
we made.
What
Is
else did
that?
we
Is
make?"
you think that's air you breathing now? You think that's air you're breathing?
Yeah, is that rain? Especially in LA, where you get the
Yeah,
rain and it's like not real
yeah.
rain, it's like rubber pellets
Hey,
or something,
you,
and you're like, what?
lemons aren't real.
It's raining, but yet I'm strangely dry. What is
Have
this?
you
Ah, it's
have you ever been in a
water.
city where it's half rain and half dry? I love that. I love that, dog. Half rain,
Yeah,
half
it's
dry.
weird. It's a weird. Yeah,
I
it's
love
just
that
a
phenomenon.
cloud over, and then like, yeah, it's so cool.
That
It's
makes me
literally just
happy.
one cloud, like Charlie Brown. Do,
Yeah.
do,
In fact, it
do,
probably is
do,
some
yeah, it's just
freaking
Charlie Brown
upset
following the cloud. Yeah.
bastard who's just like,
Yeah.
man, everything sucks. I'm sad. And so, all of a sudden here comes a rain cloud, and the rest of us are like, yo, it's raining.
how long
Damn.
would human how long would humankind have lasted if our emotions manifest into flesh, dog?
0.
If our emotions manifested into
Day
flesh,
0.
how long would the human race survive under that circumstance?
Don't even get me started. Most of
I'm
y'all
so
can't
mad at my
control what
boss,
you
and
got
like a
going on.
gorilla just shows up and beats the crap out of everybody.
Look at you, man. 10 minutes ago, you were like, embrace the dark side.
I didn't say embrace the dark side. What are you talking about?
Like,
I'm a good guy.
anger is the way to passion.
Nah.
Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to freedom.
Hey,
Whatever the Sith code is. I can't even
Dude
say
gets
it.
mad at video game glitches. I mean,
it inconvenienced me ever so slightly, dog.
So at 2 o'clock, what would have came out, Mike? What animal are we talking about? Would have been raging around?
Oh, when that happened,
Yeah.
dog. I just a big old puff of animated smoke would have came out of my head, and that would have been it. You know, like Donald Duck or something. Why I oughta, and then I would have went about my day, dog. I'm not violent, bro. Why I oughta. I'm not a violent man, dog. It would just be some kind of physical manifestation of my pain, dog. Of my anguish. You guys know I love to lament. I'm a big lamenter. Lamenting rules. You know what I mean? You just sit there and ponder your orb and be mad and then get over it. And then the day is all right. And then the orb takes the energy. Now you got an evil orb in your house. So you got to deal with that. Then you have to purge the orb from its evil by taking it in like a seance. But the evil got to go somewhere. So it goes into the seanceur. Crazy, dog.
Everyone
You got to
out
purge
there,
them.
McG, skip
Look at
all
you.
that. Just be happy. It'll be fun. Live
Nah,
your life.
all jokes aside, life is golden, dog. Life is good, dog. We got cable television. What's on my hat? Yes, this is the Venom symbol. Okay, we're gonna do a
Thank
quick.
you. I appreciate
We're gonna
that.
do. We're gonna do a quick drop on what Venom symbol is. This is a symbiote from the planet Clintar. That's the planet that spawns the symbiotes from Null, the symbiote god, and it was attached to Peter Parker. It fell from the sky, and then he got these crazy powers, which I believe wasn't really a boost of his powers, but more like a release of the limiters of Spider-Man's powers, because he always holds back. But when he was in the black suit alien costume that he got from Secret Wars, he started acting a bit more crazy. But then that costume jumped on Eddie Brock, and he went super crazy and became Venom. Hence the logo, because it's a manifestation of Spider-Man's anger, just like me, a physical manifestation of that particular moment. It all ties together. I didn't mean to just go on a giant like tirade. That just came out.
no, that was the perfect answer. That was the perfect answer.
Mark, thank you.
You answered this question.
No, it's because my camera is garbage, so it
I
could be
actually did
glitching
not
all over the place.
recognize it either. I was wondering.
Yeah.
Is it Spider-Man? I can't tell, but the purple is throwing me off. But
I
the
don't know
new
why it's
Venom.
purple. I don't know why it's purple. If there's any accent to Venom, it's like blue and red from the '90s cartoon, from Radioactive
Oh
Spider
yeah.
Blood. What's your favorite cartoon theme song? We only got 2 minutes left. Favorite cartoon theme song?
Oh, we can just so you know, we can go as long as you want to go. This is what makes life beautiful. If you want to end at 7, we can. But the answer to that would be Bobby's World.
Nice.
Or Animaniacs.
We're Animaniacs.
Ooh.
It's time for Animaniacs. Because
Pinky
we're
and the Brain.
to the max.
One is a genius, the other's insane.
Bill Clinton plays the
laboratory
sax.
mice.
Like, that's so timely. That's so good.
Yeah. Our genes have been spliced. We're Pinky.
In fact, the Animaniacs, hey, you make a good point. The Animaniacs has like 4 or 5 different themes for a lot of their characters. Chicken Boo has his own theme.
Yeah.
Slappy Squirrel, she has her own theme. Mindy has her own theme.
Mindy.
Good Idea, Bad Idea has their own theme. Oh my God, Animaniacs all day.
He wears a disguise.
Pinky and the Brain has their own theme.
I was just
Human
singing
guys, but he's not a man. He's a chicken.
He's a chicken
boo.
Yeah.
Was the remake of Animaniacs any good that they did? What was it,
I have
3 years
no
ago or
idea.
so?
I heard
It
it's good.
is
I heard it's
It's
not
good.
as good, but yes. It's
I heard
good.
it's good.
Yes. It's not as good
Where
as
did
the
you
or
start?
the OG, but it's so good. Hey, but again, let's remember the OG was killed by OJ Simpson. OG and OJ.
OJ did it.
Yeah,
OJ did it.
he killed
Back around.
Animaniacs along with other things. OJ, yeah.
Brian, what's your answer,
Anyway.
dog? What's your answer?
X-Men. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, yeah. X-Men.
Um,
Ta-da-da-da-da-da. Ta-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, hell yeah, that's good. That's good.
Mark, do you know anyone who can actually play the Power Rangers theme song on power guitar? If you do, send me that.
Oh.
Oh, you know what?
It's crazy. Do
I'm
you
gonna
even see
change
that
my
played?
answer. I'm gonna
Yeah,
change my answer. I'm going Captain Planet because I sing that shit all the time.
yeah.
All the time.
Captain
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 Planet,
Planet,
Planet, he's
he's a
my
he's our
hero.
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 Yeah.
Gonna
Gonna
take
take pollution
pollution
down
to
Down
to
to
zero.
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 Yeah, man.
Gonna help
Captain
him
Planet.
put
God
asunder
help him
that
put asunder
That
the
show
guys
that
who
was
like to
like to
rule
loot
the
and
day. Yeah, that's
plunder.
badass.
a show that
Wow.
was timely and no one paid any attention to and
And
probably
that's
should
why
have. That should
we
have
should
been
have really listened to
like
Captain
yeah,
Planet.
like Captain Planet should still be on television. That should have been The Simpsons. It's like, Captain Planet's
Also,
ran for 38
also,
years.
if we're going Captain Planet, because that always came on early mornings for us here in California, we're gonna go with Bananas in Pajamas because wow, that's
Ooh,
an amazing theme song. But also
bananas
Conan
and
the
pajamas,
Adventurer
they call
because
me
Conan
to
the Adventurer was
play.
only 3 words. Conan, the Adventurer,
Yeah.
oh my God, yeah, 3 words, and that theme song is epic.
You want to do yourself a favor and hear the most kick-ass entrance of all time? You got to check out the entrance to Defenders of the Earth. You know what cartoon I'm talking about? Where it
No.
had is
Yes.
Defenders of the Earth, defenders out of the sky. His rockets at night, jets into battle. He's faster than light. Flash
Yep.
Gordon, Lord of the Jungle, the hero who stalks. The beast called him brother. The ghost who walks.
You can watch it on Tubi for
Defenders of
free.
the Earth.
Not
Okay, I have to
not
finish.
sponsored.
Guys, let me get this out. Master of magic spells and delusion. Enemies crumble with fear and delusion.
You have
Mandrake,
a
the
fan for
defenders of
that
the
one.
earth. Yeah! I can sing that. That's the hardest song ever. Our mighty young heroes proving their worth. For become eight, defending the earth. Defenders of the earth, defenders. Sorry. That's my shit. I could do
Feel like I
Silverhawks
gotta get
too.
that out all weekend.
I had
All
to get it
weekend is
out.
gonna be stuck, bro. I'm gonna be like, "What'd you do this week?" He's like, "I went to
I
Tubi,
watched
watched Defenders."
I watched Defenders of the Earth all day. I couldn't. I fell into a K hole of Defenders of the Earth and I can't leave. You know, remember in the Mouth of Madness, that one kid who was on the bike and he just turned into an old man. He's like, I gotta get out. That's what happens when you fall down. You know, talking about the Mouth of Madness. He finally catches up with that one kid on the bike, and he's like super old. He's like, I can't get out. He just keeps going in circles and shit.
Oh yeah, now I got you.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. That's what happens when you fall into. What's happened to me once with Defenders of the Earth videos, Doug. It's just, I had to reverse time to get back to regular
Someone
bike.
push stop for me. Pull me out.
Please, I want to get off. You know, talking about Toots. They finally caught up. You know, if you shout outs to John Carpenter, in the Mouth of Madness, Doug. That's a super dumb movie that I love. You know, do you read Sutter Kane?
I'm here. It went in and out for a second, but I'm here with you, just so you know.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
sorry. My internet is not great. I'm just talking about In the Mouth of Madness, how great it is. Shout outs to John Carpenter. He rules.
It's me. I think I think it's on my side, to be honest. My side's been
Brian,
glitching the entire
are you
night.
hearing me clearly, Brian?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
I can. Can you hear
Good.
me now? See, you answered that weird,
If you
so I don't know if you can hear me
hear
for
me
real.
now.
Give me
Take
the
away
better part
of me.
of me. Ooh,
Ooh,
no,
no, baby, please don't come. I like when we sing together, guys. I don't know if you noticed.
what should
Like
I
we are so
say?
good.
We get them high notes. We got falsettos over
I
here.
want you to stay. Yeah.
Shout outs to
Oh
Peter
my
Cetera.
God.
He's the goat.
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 One of.
Put some
Argument
respect
of.
on.
I
Yep,
know, I
Mark.
know.
Mark already
Okay,
knows.
so
Mark
I know
knows.
Mike G put a rule out where like I can't like talk about like things of personal Mike G shit, but honestly, Mike G is obsessed with Peter Cetera.
I can't lie. I
Like,
am.
there's so many times where I'm listening to Peter Cetera and I have to record it and I'll send it to him and I'll be like, boom, I Peter Cetera you. And he's like,
I,
just admit you like him, dog. Just admit that you're a big fan, dog. Because he's such a huge hardcore fan of Peter Cetera.
I,
Like,
Peter
and
Cetera.
he like I've never met anybody who loves Peter Cetera and Peter Cetera love songs more than Mike G
it was
ever in
probably the
my life.
Karate Kid. I mean, it was a big part of
I am
little kid's life. I mean, I still
For
get
your
teary if I see
honor.
it.
You know what it is, Wash? I
He's
was a kid.
amazing.
I
I
was
get
a
it.
kid who used to stay up and listen to Coast 103.5 with Ted Zickenbush and Karen Sharp and listen to love songs, and they just kept Peter Cetera in
Now it's
rotation.
just Karen Sharp. May he rest in peace. Now it's just Karen
Ted
Sharp. But yeah.
Zickenbush. I used to
Yeah.
love Ted Zickenbush, dog. Look up his life where he does copious amounts of cocaine. How do you think he hit the high note, bro?
What the
No, how do you think he hit the high notes, dog? That doesn't come naturally. My man, a little bit. You got to hit the notes, boy.
Oh damn.
Mark, man, you already know what time it is, dog. Mark, you know what time it is. Hit the high
Oh
notes,
my
dog.
God, I'm so sorry.
You think Stephen King wrote The
That's
Shining
funny.
Stone Cold Sober? No. My man did. Stephen King did a bump and did Maximum Overdrive, bro. In his Timbs.
It's like make a book about
Sometimes you need a little
cars.
you need a little pick me up, dog.
Maximum Overdrive is a good movie. You know that movie used to come on Channel 5 in the middle of the night, Maximum Overdrive, and you're just seeing a green goblin truck
face.
just attacking another truck for no goddamn reason. Oh my God, in the middle of the night
I used to
as
be
a
scared
child,
of
like,
that
oh,
thing.
this is gonna be good. like, like
Yeah.
this is gonna be really good.
I used to be scared of that
Yeah,
thing as a kid.
I enjoyed it.
Mm-mm.
Me too. Me too.
I was like, that's
As a
real.
kid, yes.
Yeah, because I thought it was real. It's like there's a giant green goblin truck out there somewhere bothering people. I didn't like that idea. You know, it's every time you get on the freeway with your family, you think, okay, we could do an MOTN right, MOTN top 10 right now. Scariest vehicles of all time. Scariest vehicles. I put Green Goblins up there.
Oh, I don't know about top 10. I mean,
It
Christine
is
would be number one, probably.
the truck
It
from
follows car. The truck from
Duel.
Duel would definitely be like on the list for sure. The trucks from Duel, but the truck from Duel,
Even though the
Jeepers
director,
Creepers
yeah, I
car
was
would
gonna say,
probably be up there for sure.
I don't
Yeah,
want to give that guy props because he's a scumbag,
easily.
I'm going
but
with the Ice Cream Man,
Um,
like truck, 1980s horror movie, 1995. It was a weird looking truck. Has that weird dude in it.
ooh.
Justin Icefield, Clint Howard.
Clint Howard, I'm
Yeah.
infested.
It's like I can't believe we're bringing up
Twisted
that name
Metal.
twice,
Twisted
but
Metal. That'd be good.
Yeah. What was his name? What was the name of the clown in Twisted Metal?
oh,
Uh,
isn't it Happy or something?
no, I just
It's
watched the series.
dude, I was just watching it too. I swear to God.
You know what I'm talking about though, right? He's super buff and
Yeah,
super crazy looking
yeah,
clown with
dude.
fire hair, dog.
Needles Kane.
Needles Kane. I'm gonna
Yeah,
name my
or
child
Sweet
that,
Tooth.
dog.
Sweet Tooth is who I'm
Sweet Tooth.
thinking
That's
of.
the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sweet Tooth.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, Sweet
Needles
Tooth.
Kane. Name my kid Needles, dog. Remember Needles from Back to the Future? It was played by Flea.
Yeah, man.
Needles rules, dog.
Dude.
Ace Ventura's Nova was grungy, dog. You get tetanus
Great
sitting in that
cameo.
car, dude. It's Nova, dog. Ugh.
The
You ever seen
dude, speaking of which, the dude's Nova, the dude's rusted ass Nova, that's an
Yeah,
iconic
man.
vehicle,
Man,
right?
they stole his car, dog. Separate incidents. You know. They
Separate
stole
incidents.
se-
Yeah.
separate incidents, bro. They stole his vehicle
And the credence.
and the credence. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Bruh.
dude's vehicle would be
Train.
iconic. Obviously, the DeLorean. Obviously, the Jurassic Park Jeep. I'm sorry,
Hey,
Brian. Say it again.
what are
Who's
you talking
that
about, Brian?
toy train that used to talk? That thing was terrifying.
Thomas the Train Engine?
Yeah, there you go. Not a big fan of Thomas the Train Engine.
I don't like
Uh,
faces on a
Wow,
night.
that's
you
dark.
see, yeah, it was kind of weird.
No.
Like when you
Styles,
humanize
dog. We're
objects
talking
in
about
weird,
styles.
like it can be weird. And you're like, man, it's
I don't
kind of
like
strange.
faces where they don't
Talking
belong.
face.
Yeah, I don't like faces where they don't belong. You know, like a human face on a dog is unsettling.
It it's a bit
You
weird.
know, like the ancient Egyptians will put just human faces on wolves. You know,
Well, I mean,
Christine wasn't
I
scary.
know. And
Christine,
then they're all like this.
they're all like, "Shh."
They're all like sideways. They're all
What was
like
going?
sideways doing
Yeah,
something.
what was
That's a
going on
weird.
back
Those are
then?
creepy paintings.
I,
Yeah,
I,
I
I,
know.
I,
Everything was
I
always like side profile. Yeah.
I mean, it was there because hybrid human animals were a thing back in the day. I
I wish
mean,
I was born then, dog. Hey,
Ew. Can you
dang it.
imagine? Okay, conspiracy time, the advancement in that technology. Like, there has to be absolute technology to be able to fuse the idea or to even understand the idea that human hybrid can actually happen. Because they were human
Right.
hybrid, they were dog
look,
human,
look.
right? They were cat human, they were these
Okay,
things. Like,
watch
what?
Expedition X, the newest episode. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but it's literally about dog people. And I was like, "What do you mean, dog people?" And apparently, there's a story from, I think it's in Michigan. So there's a military base, and there's literal like people on this show, informers, people that know that are like, yeah, there's like a human dog like genetic animal that are agents out in the field, and and they've been used in the Middle East up until like the early
Okay.
2000s, and like
Okay.
this is stuff that's on camera
Dang, that's
today.
crazy.
It,
Okay.
I didn't say like the wicked man. I said dog people.
Okay. Okay. Brennan mentioned the plane from Night Flyer, and I just want to talk about Night Flyer for like two
Ooh,
seconds. You ever seen Night Flyer?
yeah.
Night Flyer is with Stephen King's Night Flyer
Yep.
about the Dracula that flies around like in a personal plane. I remember there's a restaurant by my house called Eureka's. I don't want to dox myself too much, but it's delicious. And I swear I saw the Night Flyer there once. He parked up. It was daytime, so he couldn't get out the plane. But the Night Flyer was there. You know what I'm saying? And also, back to Brian's point, I just want to meet a sphinx, Doug. That's all I want. Why can't I have not met a sphinx, bro?
It's 2024. You might get your wish any day.
I just want to
Just
answer the
keep the
riddle of the
news on. You
sphinx,
just don't
Doug.
know.
You just don't know. I just want to meet one. They seem chill if you answer it right. If you don't answer it
I,
right,
I want
that's
a
rough.
holocron. I'm on the lookout. What can you
I just
do? That's all you can do, man.
Why can't the world be
Stay
more
vigilant.
Wait, wait. Oh, we were watching a South American version of Oprah with those dog people on there. See, that's the thing. I think he's talking about the circus dog people, but like, because those people actually exist. They're extra hairy, and then they
yeah,
try to like explain it through testosterone. But that can't be just testosterone hormones like being overactive, right? Like
yeah,
these dog people exist, and that's not to be degrading by any means,
yeah.
because if anything, us weak as human beings are the lowest form of life when it comes to that format of life and that formula. We are the lowest form because we're defenseless. There's very many other human beings that have extra things about them that make them superior to us because they can defend themselves in different ways. I do
Pigman,
believe
baby,
that dog people
pigman.
exist. Like,
Pigman
what do you
exists.
mean pigman? Like man bear pig?
No, like the
Because for
pigman that
real, like I wouldn't doubt that that would be a real thing.
not like the pigman that Kramer saw in the hospital when he was going to go visit George. Pigman, half man, oink oink.
That's
You know,
great.
pigman. If
That's
there truly
great.
are hybrids out there that are like more than man and they're just floating around, it goes back to our superhero conundrum, right? If there are real superheroes in the world
Right.
right now, where the hell are they? And Toot said minding their damn business, and that makes perfect sense. Because it's like, yeah, if I was a antelope man and had to do antelope level errands, I wouldn't want to be bothered by normal people. I would just live in my little antelope hut with my antelope brethren and go to like antelope Target. You know what I mean? Go to the Antelope AMC to see Wolverine and Antelope Pool or whatever movies that these people they watch. It'll be off the
Well,
grid.
I
I'll
I
protect it.
just sent you the episode synopsis in private chat because I don't have authorization rights as an admin. So you can post that there.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. Watch the episode. Brennan mentioned skinwalkers. You ever seen those videos on YouTube where they see dogs and they're like, "That's not my dog," and it's a skinwalker, and it's
I
just like
mean,
staring
Yeah.
at them from across
Yeah.
the room. It's like, "What are you doing here? You're not my dog. Go somewhere." And it just has
have
this
you watched
crazy look on his face.
Skinwalker Ranch?
No, man, that's
Yes, I
scary.
have.
You watch
No, it's not.
Skinwalker
It's not
Ranch,
scary
bro.
at all. Yeah.
Like
It's not
on
scary at all.
on a weird level it is because you're like, man, there's a lot of science and technology going on here,
Yeah.
and you know what? They're seeing some things that I am seeing with my clear natural eyes, and it's like, huh,
Okay,
that's weird.
is there a fear of knowing too much?
No, no,
Like,
Yes.
Pandora's box, give
isn't
it to
ignorance
me.
bliss on some level?
No,
I
Did
disagree.
you?
I think there is a fear of knowing too much. And the fear comes from not wanting to know more. That's it. But once you know enough, you instantly grow a
yeah,
hide because you understand that, hey, I have to make a decision to understand that things aren't what they seem to be, and that's okay.
It's like
And
as
it
walking
sucks because it's a
around.
weird decision to have to make.
I don't like the feeling of being a knower amongst unknowers. In a world of unknowers, you're a knower.
as
That's
someone who
scary to me.
embraces the Sith philosophy, you should be down with knowledge is power.
I'm not a Sith, bro. I just
I
have
mean,
questions.
that's
Knowledge is
undecided, Mike.
power.
I'm purple, some blue, some red.
I'm a purple lightsaber, so yes, I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we're on
feel
the
me?
same page there. We're
Multicolored,
You
peace
bro.
feel
keepers.
me? You feel me? Do you feel me?
That's funny.
I hope you feel me. I'm making a face
Yep,
because I need you to
for
feel me.
sure.
Purple, some blue, some red. I'm just a little bit, I'm curious, Doug. I need to understand both sides of the equation, Doug. Am I going to strike down
For sure.
younglings? No. But I'm also not going to just listen to the Jedi. What are you gonna do? Just listen, Doug? Who just listens? Nobody just listens, Doug. You question. You got a question.
It's okay to listen and also be open to being taught. You have to, if you're going to listen, be open to be taught. Otherwise, why listen?
You know what?
Right?
Just dropping jewels tonight, yo. Is she the
Oh,
is
man.
she the secret Jedi? If I'm a Sith and Brian's a Jedi, what's Toots, bruh? Toots is the
I'm
hidden
not a
places.
Jedi. I am probably a Sith, if
Oh,
anything.
what's Toots, Doug?
But like, I'm a good guy.
You know what Toots is? Toots is Michael Corbin from Underworld, who's both vampire and werewolf. He became
Ah,
he became the hybrid vampire in Lycan,
ah.
but stronger than both. And
Ew.
he start phase shifting and shit. he start doing combos.
I do shapeshift. I do shapeshift. Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
Yeah.
how hype
Sometimes
were you
I'm
guys?
really fat and sometimes I'm not.
I've I've seen it happen, ladies and gentlemen. One time,
I know he has. Oh, I love him.
I've seen it happen. One time, Tootie was across the way, and I was like, "Hey!" And I went to go scratch my nose, and she was literally in front of my face. I was, "What the fuck? Well, how'd you do that?" And she just laughed and
What are
walked
you
away.
doing?
I was like, "How'd you get here so quickly?" She just laughed and walked away. I was like, teleportation.
That's funny.
How hype was the Underworld movies before they went bad? I used to love the
Right.
Underworld movies. Those movies were
Bro,
hype.
them shits was hype back in the day. The
Kate
first two,
Beckinsale, bro.
1
Yeah,
and
the
2
first
were
two.
hype as motherfucking fuck, dude.
Yeah, man. He became
Yeah.
that mess was comic book beautifulness. He became
You want to know what made it hype even after the first one is Van Helsing. Van Helsing drops.
I,
The Van
I,
Helsing drops in the first two movies were like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. Like that's sick.
I will say
And then the Van Helsing movies came along and then they sucked.
the best werewolf transformation on screen is that Van Helsing werewolf, dog. That werewolf idea is
Okay.
brilliant.
Okay.
It's
All right.
brilliant. I love that transformation where the werewolf just busts out of
I
the
really
human
don't
skin.
think it beats the original, if I'm being honest, because the
What, the
original was
Wolfman?
brilliantly done.
What, with Lon Chaney?
Yeah.
Lon
Yeah.
Chaney?
Those melting fused cells, that's fucking badass. That's very ahead of its time.
What about
I
American
it's
Werewolf in
very
London?
appreciated.
American Werewolf, though.
Same. I feel the same. I feel the same there as
There
well.
is a new trailer out for a new Wolfman
Yeah,
movie.
the Wolfman
Actually.
movie. Yeah, the guy who
Yeah.
does who did the Conjuring movies is making a werewolf movie. He's giving a shot at it.
Yeah. Looked pretty good.
Apparently, it's the werewolf is bipartisan, so we don't know. We just don't know. We'll see how it. We'll see.
Hmm.
We'll see where its allegiances
Like I said, I'm
lie.
not I've said it in past casts. I'm not a huge fan of the werewolf. I don't give a shit. It's a dog.
Oh, I listened to
Like,
that one
okay,
song.
we're
I did
good.
listen to that one
I'm
song
good.
though, where the guy goes, "Ooh," that song y'all put
It's
me
such
on.
a good song. It really is.
Yeah, that song is
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
very
I had
good.
to, I
Do
had
you
to run
like it? Did you like
I had to
it?
run it for the one time. Yeah, I liked it. I had to run it for the one time.
Oh,
I was,
yay.
I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, okay. You know, like you said, I have to be open to learn. You know what I'm saying? Open to accept new things. And one of those new things is
Mikey, we're about to hit 90 minutes. How are you feeling about your podcast hitting an hour and a half on a live stream?
I feel very grateful and fortunate to have you both in my life. I feel very grateful. I've known Wash for a very long time. I've known Toots a very long time. And podcasting could be very lonely. Lonely if you don't have the squadron. It takes a village to raise a podcast, and having you two be here with me and run this thing and just be a part of this idea that I had driving alone one night in my car. Like one night I was just driving through Artesia in LA. And I was like, I want to talk about the Clone Wars. Damn it. I have no one to talk to about the Clone Wars.
Amen to that.
And I just want to talk to people about the Clone Wars and how dumb it is, and Kane and Ben Riley. And I was like, I'm going to talk to people online. And I met some amazing people in my life that also are into this stupid stuff that I like talking about. And to be here now, 7-8 years since MOTN, I've done countless episodes with Toots, countless episodes with Brian, and you guys have been here along the entire way. So if you ask me how do I feel grateful. I feel grateful to have you in my life, to take the time to talk nonsense with me and entertain my madness. And I couldn't ask for two of the better people in the world to do this with. So thank you.
Fantastic. Glad to be here. Thanks.
And you both owe me a beer, both of you.
I definitely owe you a beer.
Like a blue
I'm
blue
very proud
moon,
of you.
blue moon with like an orange, maybe
No,
like
that's
a
gay. I'm not doing that to you.
Tootie Odin does not represent the Masters of Nerdiverse podcast.
Stop doing disclaimer. Don't do the disclaimer every time I say things. God,
He's a
Jesus.
podcaster and,
Save us.
Say
God.
me,
God
Jeebus.
damn it. Save me, Jeebus. Well, I
On
mean,
that
you're
note-
being gay. You're being gay. You're being gay. Whatever.
I'm showing my hairline. That's how up to here I am with all this right now.
Oh, man. All right. I'm done.
It's rough.
I'm done.
Putting it back now. Putting it back.
Okay. Okay, good. I can say things.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
This is not an indicator of wildness.
Well,
Maybe I was getting a little long in the tooth. I think we all gotta head out.
I think we've hit that time.
We hit that time of night. The sun's getting real low there, big guy.
I
I
don't
put the
care
hope
where
back-
you go, but you can't stay
Stay
here.
here. I'm about to go down to the Winn Dixie. Get City
You
sarsaparilla.
guys, relax.
We love you, Tootie. You're
The
just
gays
crazy.
love me. We're fine.
We're fine, dog. Don't get us canceled, bro. We're just
I'm a
starting
half gay and a half Jew. Like, I get some leeway. Like,
we
screw
don't,
it. Like,
uh,
what?
uh, we're just starting 7 years into it. Brian's face is
It's
killing me.
yeah, it's brand new. It's brand new. 7 years. It's a brand new 7 year
The
podcast.
brand we're just getting our feet wet. It is 7 years in. Hundreds of episodes. All right, we're gonna
I'm
call it
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Sevenson.
not. Yeah.
You're not what?
I'm
Brian?
not. I'm not. I'm not trying to cancel MOTN by any means. But I know MOTN is ready to drive and ready to like move forward and ready to be as progressive as it needs to be. But at the same time, hey, let's understand that like language is language, word for
Uh,
word, guys.
No
Like
one's
we're
ever really
good.
gone. That's
They're
what we're gonna say
just
about our pie.
words. No
No
one's
one's
ever
ever.
really gone. Exactly. They're just words that we say because this is what it
Brian's
is,
giving
and
all
that's
the indicators
okay.
to wrap it up. Brian is Brian is
Brian's like,
Brian's giving all the indicators.
come on.
Give
Oh,
that.
I'm
Give
so sorry.
that.
I hope you're not under SAG contract right now. If you're under
No,
SAG contract, then we can
I'm
edit
not under
this,
side
but I hope
contract.
you're not.
Edit it. This is
I'm not
live.
under SAG contract anymore. I'm good.
This is
I don't
live.
have SAG under my belt. But Brian might have SAG under his belt.
I know Brian got at least like three. Brian got at least like three NDAs that he can't talk about. I know Brian, man. Brian's gonna get a phone call in the morning.
Anyway,
It's been a good time.
It's been a good time. These are good times.
it's okay to be gay.
It
It is.
is. It is. And it's also okay to Charles. It's also okay to Professor Charles Xavier scream sometimes when the mood strikes.
Yeah, for sure.
My mind. Ah! You know.
Brian, thank you so much for staying up with us. I know it's really late for you, probably, and like very
The
much past
wolf,
your bedtime, Brian. I appreciate like being able to spend time with you. You have no
the wolves
idea.
are at
Like,
the wolves
I
are
love
literally
getting
at
to know
Brian's
you.
door.
It's so beautiful.
I've been trying to get
Excellent.
this.
Brian's
I've
Same.
been trying to get this
amazing.
to happen for years. I've been trying to get this kind of collaboration to happen for years. You know, like Trains in the Night. The MOTN members have never really clicked like that. You know what I mean? But now it's a
Mhm.
problem because we're together now and we're a unified front. You know, like we're almost like Murder Inc. but more creative. You know. Okay, Murder Inc. Okay, I don't want to be Jaw Rule, so Watch has to be Jaw Rule. Okay, the Watch is Jaw Rule.
I don't want to be anyone.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Toots is
good.
Ashanti, dog. Toots is
Uh,
Ashanti.
I'm good.
I'm
And
sorry, Brian. I'm sorry.
and I'm Drag
Brian
On.
does not agree with me on anything I say. I promise.
I've embarrassed myself.
I really do think he's part of SAG still, so I have to make sure that like we're
No,
good on that
Brian's
end.
protected
So
No,
by the blanket of the nerdiverse. He's fine, dog.
no,
okay.
no
We got
sag.
you,
Thank God.
we got you, boss.
No SAG? Yeah, me neither. Not anymore.
I'm gonna get
Okay.
SAG one of these
Well,
days by
good.
hook or by
Either
crook.
way.
I'm gonna do something. I'm getting a SAG card. I don't care what I got to do. I just want to say I have it. But isn't a SAG card is like getting a star in the Walk of Fame? Who's gonna buy the shit? Or do you
No.
have?
No.
Is Brian
It's
is like,
unionized.
I don't want to be part of a union,
SAG
though.
is union. It's just a union. Yeah.
I don't want to
But
be
it's
part of it
very
because
expensive union.
I don't want to have to answer. I want to be ungovernable, like that one fat hippo, that baby hippo that's ungovernable, the one that just wiggles.
Dang Mang or whatever his name is.
I want to
Yeah.
be the dang
He's
man of the
adorable, by
podcast
the way.
space. I just want to wiggle. You can't hold me.
Mick G. Mick
Mika G.
G. Mick
Mika,
G.
that's
Mika
the name of
G.
Mika
Mick
G. That's
G.
Mika Mika G.
Mika G.
Mika G.
That got
That's
racist fast. Okay.
Mika G is a blessing to us all. You know what? It's about that time of night. We're gonna go ahead and wrap just like that. I want to thank everyone who has stuck around. Brandon, Mark, Mike Prime, who likes to embarrass me in front of my friends, in front of and everyone who's watching this within eyeshot. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. Wash, before we go, any last thoughts before we wrap this up?
I am Wash. Thanks for having me, and I appreciate being here.
I meant every word I said. By the way, I love you both. Um, Brian, you still owe me a beer.
I don't know
You'll be
where
like
this is coming from,
you'll
but
be
okay.
like 2 beers now, bro. You're getting demerits. You got like 2 demerits. I need 2 beers next time we sync up. Toots. Any last words before we close this
Hi.
out? Any last
To the
words?
Odin, Nez J, LA. I am always at the Que Sera every Wednesday open mic, doing my thing. I'm trying to like get my foot in as far as stand-up comedy is concerned. Let's go. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But there I am, and there we are. So let's go. That's it.
Live from the MOTN Twitter page. I'm never calling it X. You can never make me call it X. Based on the poll from our MOTN lore, you heard it here first. We're doing Silent Hill, baby. Next lore is Silent Hill.
Yay!
We're doing
Oh my
Silent
God, I'm so excited. That's the one I want to
Silent
see. Yes.
Hill. You got to say it like
Yay,
Richard Mill.
guys.
Rishaw Mill. Silent Hill.
Silent
By
Hill.
popular demand, by vote. You're
You
doing
know what's
Silent
funny?
Hill. That's oh my God, I'm
You know
so
what's funny?
happy. I'm so happy.
The vote is even on X, but Silent Hill is winning on Instagram, so it makes it de facto winner. So Silent Hill,
For
Ah,
sure.
yeah.
For
So
sure.
little pyramid head.
a little pyramid head, a little
Spoiler.
Akira Yamaoka, you know what I mean? A little depression, a
I
little,
already I already told Mike, but Brian, if you guys will let me, I would love to like chime in on that one. Like because
we
I
can do
love
a
Silent Hill. I love the video games. I love the movie. The first one anyway.
I
I
don't
that
make any
whole
of the
series
rules.
is so endearing to me. I know you don't, but I still respect you as a guest host. So, like, if it's cool that I'm there with you guys, I would love to do that one with you guys.
you know
If
what,
not,
Tootie?
it's totally fine. You
I'm the
guys
big,
rock it. You guys rock this lore. I love
I'm the, I'm the big rat, and I make all the rules. But
it.
I think we're gonna have our first three-way lore, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's what's gonna have to happen. Toots wants to do it, so
Yay!
whatever Toots wants, dun dun dun. Tootie gets dun dun dun. That song. So it may not be the next episode because I want to. We haven't done a movie review in a while, but movies suck right now, so we're gonna have to figure out something to review. But the next lore will be Silent Hill, and we're gonna break that down. And it's not an object of power anymore; it's an object of lore. Me and Brian fought to the death for like 3 hours the other day, working out the logistics of that. And Brian changed my mind. He made me he changed my brain. So now we're going to be talking about objects of lore, not objects of power. So kudos to Brian for just being brilliant, and you know what I mean, and having the wisdom of a Jedi sage. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
do
Siths
what
are
I
very
can to
stubborn.
serve.
I'm a Sith and I'm stubborn. So sometimes you have to get it through to me. You know what I mean?
I
Apparently, I'm a
mean,
Sith. I guess. Apparently,
you just said it. I did not say it. You
I am
said
wearing
it.
black. I am wearing black, guys. And when I get mad,
I
my eyes they
didn't
turn
say
yellow.
it.
My eyes turn yellow when I'm mad, and I'm wearing black. That's just how it goes. All right. Uh, housekeeping before we head out. MOTN Live. You've been here. You've been hanging out. Thank you, Mark. Bravo. Thank you for we're doing our best. Like that one little squid. You ever seen that meme where it's like, what are you? And she's like, I'm a panopticon. And it's like, what do you do? I'm doing my best. You know, that's us. We're the panopticon. You know, we're just doing our best. And with these lives, there's no plan. We just go up here and talk madness for an hour and a half. Some nights, look at us doing our thing. So be here
Oh
at
my
6.
God!
Yes, hour and a half. We did it. Someone's done it. Um, Fridays, 6 p.m. Be here or be square. Even if it's just me, I hope it's wow, 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 wow. Shots fired at Mike G right across the bow. I took one in the gullet. My tummy hurts now. You're
You know
distracting me.
why? Bullshit.
You know why. You did it.
Mm.
So be here Fridays, MLTN Live. Invite your friends. We're gonna hang out. I would add music to the equation, but I don't want copyright infringement, so no. Um, but we make our own music. Obviously, you heard us singing this entire episode. I'm gonna start putting these up on Spotify too. So if you're listening on Spotify, welcome to these crazy live shows that really have no through line. I just hope you like the conversation. And our next MLTN episode will be out next week, whatever that may be. So please look forward to that on Wednesdays at noon, MLTN live on Fridays at 6. That's the schedule right now. Stickers coming up. Me and Toots are working on sticker designs to give out some stickers like Ninja
Yay!
Stars. We're gonna start throwing those out and giving those away in chat. T-shirts, T Public. Get a T-shirt with MOT on it. Wear it to your bat mitzvah, bruh. Wear it to your homecoming. What's that? MOTN.
Your
Learn
PO
it.
hearing.
Wear it to your PO hearing. The judge is like, "What's that?" MOTN. Learn it. The judge cries one single tear. Lets you go. MOTN did that. Lets you go. Wear it to Jurassic Park. The Dilophosaurus will see it and raise up on its hind legs, like in the damn Lion Kings, and praise you as the master you are. And once again, if you like this content and want more, please check out our website at motn.cast.com, where we go crazy. Toots is doing spins on her head. Brian is putting up like graffiti art. I'm on the mic. The elements of hip hop come into one. It gets crazy. Brian got the crazy can control, like Mark Echo when he was like 16. Toots spinning on her head like crazy legs, bruh. Spitting lyrics at the same time. How does she do it? I don't know. How do you flow and breakdance at the same time? Air control. Goddess. Can't be stopped. Brian has 123 different pairs of Adidas. I've seen them. Different colors, all the flavors. He brought out the chicken and broccolis and I cried, yo. Wild stuff, yo. MOTN never stopped. 1,000 years MOTN. Shout outs to everybody watching. I lost my mind again there for a bit. All facts, though. No,
Pouring some out for the homies. No worries. A little slam
facts.
poetry this afternoon or
no,
evening.
no poetry. Facts. All facts. No printer, dog. Bars.
1,000 years MOTN indeed.
1,000
for sure.
years MOTN. I'm gonna raise this empty starry in celebration. All right, this is true of the end. You guys have a great night. MOTN, once again, thank you. And we're gonna close this out. What's this saying? Be there or be square. Take care, everybody.
Have a nice night.